Well, hi YouTube. How are you doing tonight? You have the Albino Rhino here to do another Albino Rhino beer review. Today's review is of a beer I picked up today in the States. Yeah, I have a lot of beer in the fridge that I should get to, but a lot of it I want to share with people. So I'm going to get to the new stuff that I picked up that I don't really care about sharing. This is one of them. This is McSorely's Irish Pale Ale, which was established in New York City in 1854. It is McSorely's brewery in Utica, New York, a product of the USA. It is 5.5% alcohol by volume. Again, it is McSorely's Irish Pale Ale. It's apparently part of the Pabst Brewing Company family. That's what it says on, on both Untapped and Wikipedia. Whether or not it is, I don't really know. Yeah, there's a thing about Houdini's handcuffs. The tale goes that the great Houdini left handcuffs at the bar after escaping from them on a dare from the McSorely's owner. Still on display today, they are mysteriously etched with a serial number that dates them after Harry's death. Certainly, that would let his greatest illusion so far, well, that would be his greatest illusion so far. So, these Houdini's handcuffs are etched with a serial number dating them after his death. So, yeah, doesn't sound like he actually did that. Just saying, Pabst. McSorely's, just saying. Not being a dick, I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't really care. Let's pour it into this glass. You can see some water residue in there. I rinsed the glass out. Oh, that's basically the same color as the amber ale I just had. Wow, look at that beer. Look at that beer. You know what, that's a little more in the amber hue than the amber ale I just did. A little more red to it, a little less gold. It is a nice looking beer. Big off-white head, small bubbles. Doesn't have much of a snap, crackle, pop, like it's there. But there's not much of it. It looks beautiful, nice and fluffy, nice and creamy. Let's try and get the last bit of here in here, or still a touch, once that head goes away. Yeah, it looks great. It looks the part. Does it smell the part? Well, McSorely's Irish Pale Ale smells very malty. There's a little bit of like apple and pear there. And that's really about it. A little apple, a little pear, and a lot of roasted malt. That's what you're getting on the nose. It is a little bit of a letdown smell-wise, but that doesn't change the fact that it might still be good. Keeping in mind, this is a Pabst product. So I'm assuming it's trying to be like, well, not trying to be, but I'm assuming it's like a third shift for Molson, or a Rickards for Molson Coors, or a Shock Top, or a Blue Moon. I'm assuming that it's the pseudo-craft genre. Let's try it. Cheers. There's really not much to the beer, in all honesty. It doesn't even have a malt sweetness. It has a roasty maltness to the forefront. No real sweetness to speak of. You have that roasty malt. You have a little bit, just a little touch of hops, and they're dirty hops. They're grainy hops. Excuse me, almost taste like a noble hop. Almost. Carbonation is a little high. It does attack the tongue just a bit. a bit more than it should, a bit more than I'm looking for it to do. Is this angle good? Do you see just too much of my face? I feel this angle isn't very good. I'm looking at the camera, I just see my shoulders and my head. I don't see enough of me, I don't see the beer. It just doesn't do it for me. But if it's good for you, it's good for me, I guess. Ooh, let's push that back a little bit. See how that goes when I take my step back. See, that looks a little better to me. Yeah. It's just there. It's beer. Has a little bit of bitterness on the background, a little bit of roastiness on the forefront. This is a lot to me like the Molson wheat from Molson. Not taste-wise, but in the same genre that it basically is taking any of the faults that you can find from the macro company and getting rid of them. And it's just not anything. It's there. It has a little bit of taste. It's inoffensive, it's drinkable, it's cheap, well, cheapish. I mean, it was $10 for the 6-pack. For us here in Canada, that's about $3 less than we normally pay for a 6-pack, so I was okay with that. In the US, though, you can get 6-packs cheaper than that. But for a craft beer 6-pack, or a pseudo-craft beer 6-pack, that's kind of on the norm, kind of. I don't know, it's there. Maybe a 5.5 out of 10. There's nothing I can take away from it. It's not very tasty. It's not very hoppy for a pale ale. But I mean, English style, it kind of reminds me of an English style pale ale because it has that dirty feel to it for the hops. As I said, it kind of reminded me of Noble hops because it does have a grassy feel to it too. So you're getting a dirty, grassy feel on your hops. So you're looking at a difference, basically a mixture of a English pale ale and a Pilsner is what I'd say for it. I don't know what you're looking for in an Irish pale ale. It's the first Irish pale ale I've had. What I would think you're looking at here is just a slightly higher ABV knockoff of an English pale ale. And I can't take anything away from it other than the fact that it just doesn't have much flavor. Other than that, there's nothing wrong with it. Again, 5.5 out of 10. McSorely's Irish Pale Ale from the Pabst Brewing Company, apparently. It doesn't say anything about Pabst anywhere on here, but 3 different websites I've been to said it's from Pabst, so I'm going to have to go with that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful night. It's been great talking to you. Bye-bye.